We've all seen how everything is going up in terms of price. The cost of rent is going up, the cost of groceries is going up, the cost of our bills is going up. Energy, like electricity bills, they're going up. Everything is going up. The average person pays $1,900 a month on rent. And I'm filming this June of 2025. It could go higher, who knows. But what if I told you that in a few years, people are going to start losing their jobs to AI? Imagine a future where millions and millions of people have lost their jobs to AI. In the coming decades, up to 50% of all jobs. We're not just talking about customer service. We're talking about lawyers, doctors. We're talking about highly skilled jobs being replaced by machines and robots. This is not hyperbole. This is reality. And a lot of us are against socialism, and I'm not a socialist, and I'm not for socialism, or I'm not opposed to socialism. I don't have a degree in economics. But you don't need a degree in economics to see where this is going. We're talking about whether capitalism can survive if people don't have the money to pay for the things that capitalism produces. The cost of living is already way too high, as we just listed, with the average rent being $1,900 a month, and groceries being 25% higher than they were in 2020. And groceries have not really come down. So they are still very much high. And it's regardless of the president, whether it's Biden or Trump, groceries have still remained high, okay? And to compound that, because as if that couldn't get worse, AI is coming for our jobs. And we're not talking about, self-checkouts. We're talking about warehouse drivers, we're talking about warehouse people, we're talking about customer service, lawyers, doctors, surgeons, we're talking about skilled professional jobs are going to be completely replaced by robots. In a 2019 Oxford study found that up to 47%, that's almost half of all jobs, are going to be replaced by AI. So what are we supposed to do then? I think some of you might say, oh, well, Alex, you know what? People are going to have to go do something else. People are probably going to have to go and work, in technology or work to develop AI. Well, there's only so many jobs that can produce. We already have people doing those jobs. How many more technology jobs are really out there? And let me ask you a question. Not to be tongue-in-cheek, but have you seen how people drive? Like, do you really think that a lot of people out there are going to be able to do these jobs? Let's be real. So, I am very concerned, and something is going to have to give. Because as the way things are going right now, I think a lot of us are sleepwalking into this. We already know it's in the back of our heads, but some of us don't want to think about it. We're just like, well, when it happens, and we'll have to deal with it then. Well, I don't know. It's a potentially cataclysmic predicament that we're headed towards. Think about it for a second. Capitalism is based on consumer spending. If people are not spending money, then that means corporations are going to be struggling. So it feels like a self-inflicted wound. The idea of capitalism, which I believe in, is built upon the principles of everyone participating. And in order for a healthy functioning economy, everybody has to be participating, or most people have to be participating, in order for that engine of capitalism to thrive. If you take out the people who are making money in order to invest back into this capitalistic engine, then obviously that's like taking out oil in a car or gasoline in a car. What are you going to do then? Eventually it's all going to shut down. And so we have the wealth gap. We have many jobs have been replaced to AI already as it is, but it's getting much worse. I think that 2019 Oxford study, in my view, is really underestimating reality. I feel that AI is going to continue to get better and better. I feel that we might be even underestimating AI's potential as it is. And I don't think a lot of us are underestimating it, but I feel that even with that being said, I don't know, I just feel have you seen what ChatGPT can do? I mean, come on. And this is 2025. Imagine in 5 years or 10 years. It's getting serious, folks. So what are solutions? This is going to rile many feathers. But think about it. If people lose their jobs and they can't find work, then what is left to do? Then, there's going to have to be some form of social safety nets for people. One solution could be maybe to tax companies who are getting rid of people and replacing them with machines and robots, and taxing them and using that money to serve as a basic income for people. That's, of course, at a time where perhaps maybe there's not, very many jobs to go around. What are you going to do? Let people starve and become homeless? We have, this is serious. We are really headed towards something. And I don't think that we're prepared for it, because you have a lot of people in this country who really believe in manufacturing. And these are right-leaning people. And I will say right now, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, okay? I'm an American. I don't believe in this, left versus right. But I will say this. I mean, it just, the way it is right now, the 1950s, that era is gone. We're past that point. We're not going to go back to that time. And I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Because, as it stands, what are the solutions? What could be the possible solutions? If somebody were to tell you right now, what would be your solution? What would you say? I bet you'd probably have a hard time figuring it out. I do. But that's the reality. And I feel that a lot of us don't really realize the gravity of what's coming. So, very sober topic of conversation, I know, but it's one that we need to have, because right now we're complaining about the cost of everything. But that's as it stands. Imagine just compounding that with loss of jobs. And things are going to continue the price is going to go up. It's not going to come down. The price is going to continue to go up, and then people are going to lose their jobs. What are we supposed to do? So, I don't know. I think it's time that we start thinking about it as a society. And I'm going to do a separate video on my other channel, Secret Diaries, Alex in Between. Please go watch that. This is more of a vlogish type of video. But, yeah. What do you think? I'm shook. So, anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Happy Friday.